Well, let's all start over there, go down the line, say your names, and then I'll
Cool.
50s.
I'm Thomas.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Hi, Tom.
What?
You're going this one.
I'm playing the train.
I'm David, I'm playing ocarina.
My name's Ken. I will play the violin.
I'm Vaughn, I'm playing viola.
I'm Austin, I'm playing guitar and some pitch shifted fake bass. And we are Final Fantasy IX is the best Final Fantasy.
You're not wrong.
Because,
You're playing something from not Final Fantasy IX?
yes.
Nice.
So, you know.
Alright.
Take care, man. Good to see you guys. So we'll go to our judges for feedback. You can if you want to just write down your scores, I can take those later, but things they did well, what did you think of their arrangements?
I'm willing to bet we all wrote the same thing here. Was it the Spring Yard Zone Rainbow Road transition was great?
You are now out of time, stop playing.
Okay, well, you came in on time, as evidenced by the weird beeping. We did all write the same thing. The Spring Yard Zone to Rainbow Road transition was great.
His idea.
The second one was a little more abrupt, but then he really pulled it out with the third one. Your use of instrumentation is great.
Stealing my page.
Okay, you say it.
So I thought your use of your instrumentation was really smart. Did you guys decide to be a band first, or did you like find each other? You know, somebody signed up for Iron Jams and then just found a bunch of people? That? Okay. I thought the instrumentation you had, like the way you used it was really smart. I love the pizzicato string intro, and I love the fact that like you gave the loudest instrument the melody, and then like everybody quieted way down and the ocarina had the melody. I thought that was a really smart use of the instrumentation that you had. I enjoyed, again, the transition, Spring Yard to Rainbow Road. I liked the kind of funky Rainbow Road. I liked that groove. I would have loved like one more bit of spice somewhere in there. That'd be my thing. I would have liked to hear the most, but everything else sounded really nice.
They took a lot of my stuff. Yeah, you guys did really well. I like one thing this is probably a common positive thing about Iron Jams, but one thing for arrangements in general is that a lot of arrangers only know how to play so many instruments, so then you write for a bunch of instruments, and it's like they clearly don't know what to do with all the stuff. You guys clearly know what to do with every single instrument here, so that was very impressed by that. Not just the Spring Yard to Rainbow Road was the best transition, but another transition I really liked was between the first two songs. I liked just using the ocarina there and just holding them up and going to the next thing. So transitions were pretty good. Yeah, you guys all blend really well, and I like your arrangement of Rainbow Road. You know, it fits, especially, it fits very well with what you're trying to do. I'm glad that it came last, and we could hear how you changed it as different from the rest of Rainbow Road and how well that fit into what you did with the other songs. So, excellent.
Well done.
Thank you.
Before you guys step down, is there anyone that wanted to speak a little bit about what the process was like, because you guys didn't know each other before?
That's really funny to us because the process was at like 2:30 in the morning. It was 3 a.m. I was like, I don't know.
We didn't rehearse any earlier than 2 a.m.
Which is the best time to rehearse.
Yeah, every night it was like, all right, are we finally done? All right, let's work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Me and Ken worked out kind of the form. I stumbled across the Spring Yard Rainbow Road idea, and then we kind of worked out the order that was going to go in, and then everybody else kind of added the extra parts, and we put it all together. It's pretty straightforward.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's find out who our next team will be.
Just stand in front of the projector.
I like that little beep at the end. Leonie, please come up. So yeah, one of the reasons why we decided to start this event is to help people kind of connect and kind of build that experience of working with new people in this way. So in order to, when we see a lot of people come to jam, like they jam here and then go about their event and maybe never see each other again. But one thing that we try to do here is kind of build connections and build that working experience, being able to share your ideas and work with the group if you don't have experience doing that. So one more benefit of Iron Jams.
Squeeze mine on. What's that?
Explorer copy. They make a lot of copy guitars.
You want to just put one mic in the middle of the nothing going acoustic? And not
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Is that what you're going for regular cigarettes now?
we're going acoustic. Keep it nice. Get a little bluegrassy thing where like we're right next to each other.
It's warmer there.
Are you going all the way? We can fly out. Oh no.
The Dreamer!
No! Fun fact, I never learned how to play that song, just so I can say no. Ready? We're good to go? Hi! Hi! We're Lily Ondi, and we're gonna play some tunes for you. Strip down, acoustic guitar, viola, or big violin.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Violas do not. Take that back.
She knows I'm joking.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's a small
Viola.
cello. No, everything else is just a bigger or smaller viola. Alright, here we go.
Sorry.
If you told me in advance you're going to do like a double Rosalina Guile fake out, I would have said, there's no way you can sell that. And you did. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I think we all wrote down like nice fake out in the intro. Like it was like a double reverse fake out, and it was great. You had a great groove going for every single piece. Like the groove was really solid. You guys were locked in. It was wonderful. I think you made a really smart choice of the songs for the instruments that you have. Like I'm thinking like, oh, these songs, like I would totally like mash up Beneath the Mask and Guile's Theme and Bloody Tears. But you guys like know your instruments and what sounds good on your instruments, and you made those sound absolutely fabulous. I thought it was also really smart of you to weave in and out of the songs. Like you did the fake out, and then you weaved that Giles quote back in at the end. You were able to make it sound like a cohesive piece and not like three pieces back to back. So that was really well done.
Yeah, very similar. You guys have similar comments. These two, they're great transitions there. I love the contrast. I love the different comping styles that you used for different parts. It definitely made the song feel like it had an ebb and flow.
So yeah, the acoustic guitar texture was great. I really wanted to mention that, but I kept getting distracted by the
Yeah, I love that last lick you played. That was the Giles theme again. That was a really smart arrangement, the mishmashing of different parts. Good job.
Thank you.
As returning Iron Jams participants, I'm wondering if there was anything that you guys have learned from past experiences or anything that you might have applied to the process from last year.
We have found that smaller groups are a little easier to organize instead of trying to balance 5 people's schedules. Well, 5 last year. And
Yeah, we had a full group of 5 last year.
1 left because he was like, I can't do this. So this year we saw each other, just the 2 of us. And it worked out nicely just having 2 people's schedules to work around.
Thanks for
Not
coming
that
back.
anything's wrong with the big groups, because y'all can do much more than we can. But
It's a trade-off. Thanks for coming back. Good job.
thanks.
Let's find out our next group. Spice Team Madness.
I really like it. I really like it.
Is there a guitar amp? Randy took the guitar amp, didn't he?
Apparently you did.
DI? What?
Do DI or fixing those.
We can get you DI. Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody. So while they're setting up, I'm going to take this time to introduce us. We are Spice Tinnitus. This is Michael. He will be playing guitar. We have Dimitri on bass and Ryan on drums. And my name is Ailed. I'm going to be singing. So this took a lot of preparation because I didn't know 2 of the songs that we chose, and I had to write lyrics for them. So I'm just going to give you guys a backstory on our story here. We call this A Duck's Tale, the musical. And basically what's happening is Scrooge McDuck is on the moon, and he comes into an altercation with Robo-Duck, and he basically ends up like getting injured, and he's afraid he's going to die, so he calls his friend King Dedede to help him guide his path to save his gold, because he doesn't want to die without his gold. He wants to be buried with his gold. So this is our journey to that ascend into the next life.
Way to spoil your song choices, by the way.
Well, it's not totally spoiled, but you'll see. We'll see. Ha, 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 ha. Brian, when you're ready, it's on here. The baby doll. In the monitor, please? Thank you.
Same for this one.
And then the drum monitor, please.
What's that? Drum monitor needs
That sounds pretty good to me. Okay.
What does the drum monitor need?
Yeah, just guitars because it's only in the house.
Okay.
You want to play guitar?
Tight
Play a
today.
little. Is that good, drums?
Let's do it.
Oh man. That was great, guys. I love the rock opera concept. I was so sold on the concept the entire time. Like the performance absolutely 100% sold me on the concept. And what I really like about it is you thought it through. You were able to map the intensity of the pieces that you chose to the story, what was going on. Like at the beginning of Rainbow Road where he realizes he's dying, like it came way down, and then he was resolved to get back to the gold, so everybody was back in. I really enjoyed that part of it, and I also really like the audience participation. Nicely done.
Stop stealing my notes. I was gonna say, like, fantastic dynamic contrast between sections, which is something that would be really easy to blow by when using rock band instrumentation and arranging in like 30 minutes or however much free time you had at the con.
Yeah, that's about right.
Deducting 10,000 points for not doing the section of DuckTales The Moon that's in 15 and then giving them back because we took it off the lead sheet because it's impossible. So scratch all that. And then I have to read the rest of my notes because my handwriting's terrible. So
That was really great. They took a lot of my notes. One thing I want to say, like, no offense to the other performers, because everybody has the instrumentation that they have. But, like, this is a pretty good lesson for me and other people in the audience of what certain instruments are really good for. And what I'm trying to say is you're great at drumming, and the drum added a lot to your piece. And, no offense to anybody who doesn't have the drummer, but you can really tell, like, how drums work because of how you play it and like what they really add to a piece. So kudos to you for playing so well, kudos to you for arranging so well and incorporating that classic hard rock vibe into your opera.
So when's this gonna be on Spotify?
Greatest Face 2020.
Yeah. It's nice tinnitus. We're going on tour in 2 years. Yeah.
So I'm curious how you guys made it work to also work with people who you haven't met.
We know each other, we're dating, and we met Dimitri at the sign-up. And we met Ryan a little bit shortly after. We actually only had about 40 minutes of full band practice together, so it was a lot of texting with the service that's in this hotel. Yeah.
Rehearse, reserve the jam space rooms and the bailing.
Because we only had really this electric guitar to work with and like my vocals, so it was a lot of 2 hours worth of talking and then like about 30 to 40 minutes of actually playing.
Yeah.
So that's how we coordinated.
And we were in a band together in New York that was doing Final Fantasy covers.
Yeah. Also, a lot of time was spent on writing lyrics.
Here are my lyrics. There's several drafts.
Thanks,
I can
guys.
give them to you if you want to read them. There's the whole story.
Lay low.
Brother! Liquid! Better? You playing?
Well, they're all set. I just need to sit down at the drums, no big deal. Just want to say, everybody, like, Final Fantasy 9 is the best Final Fantasy, give it up. Great. That was amazing, fantastic. Iliande, let's hear it. It was like, for two people, that was like such a just brilliant, like, just everything. It sounded like a full thing with just two people. It's amazing. And last, we
There's been a lot of MAGFest moments this weekend, but I did not expect hearing an entire friggin' musical that was just written in such a short time ago, guys. Splice the Nuggets! So yes, we are, as we said, La. Lee. Lou. Lee.
Lou!
Can you raise the camera a little bit? Can you raise the monitor? Coming out quite good in here. Maybe you just need some monitor.
Okay, I don't know,
Play that note.
You guys ready?
House off.
Yep. One, two, three, four, five, six, two.
Dave.
3 times it is 4 minutes 30 seconds.
Oh, Kevin, do you mind?
Give me a microphone back.
I guess I can start. So that was really good. Great job, everyone. I definitely loved the contrasting sections. I'm also a saxophone player, so I really love what you did. I definitely love
what you did.
Yeah, so I loved how your arrangement grew over time. It definitely I loved how it got stronger as it went on. I love the ending sax solo. So a little bit of criticism, the fact that I loved how it got better over time, I didn't think your ending was as strong, but there was a certain point where you really hit it and it's like, wow, you're just going through the end. I love the transition between the Final Fantasy song and the Yoshi's Island. That was a really creative mix. Yeah, and I love the Undertale thing. Yeah, great solo, great soli. Love the use of the low brass. Great quotes, Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper and the lick.
So that's not just like points for being funny, but like that's an important part of audience engagement is giving the people what they know. It's not just songs we assign you, but also like that was great crowd pleaser. So excellent.
Yeah, nice to know. There were an awful lot of like musical tricks in there, like Careless Whisper. Like I like that you saw an application for it. Like we don't have to just stick to our songs. You saw an application for the lick. You saw. You played to your strengths. Like you had these tunes, but you're like, no, we can also like improvise over that, and that was a smart use of that. I like the creativity, changing the time signature for Searching for Friends and for Yoshi's Island there. I thought that was an interesting way to be like, yeah, we know the tune, but we're going to do something different with it. It got a little bit like Philip Glass in there, like which I think Ashanti liked. I think it was less successful for me, but I love the energy you came out with at the end, and I was just like rocking out at the end. Really nice use of your instrumentation overall.
Going last is really hard, especially when you talk so much. That's not how I meant it. I do think Careless Whisper is the new standard for Megalovania shitposting, though. Write that down now. That's gonna come up again. The time change for Yoshi's Island was really spicy. I liked it. I got it. It took me a minute to figure out exactly what was happening, but I got it. No, it's solid. Megalovania is Megalovania. Tons of energy on Megalovania. Low brass is a great choice for that, and underutilized in bands. I'm a trumpet player, brass bias. That was great. Anyone have anything to add?
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
So Chance Zufar, who's really our biggest arranger on all this, he's really the one who came up with a lot of these ideas you congratulated on. David here also came up with a lot of great ideas that come with that as well. So these two are really big powerhouses right there. With the little time we had, they came through. Zufar lost sleep and did amazing things. So
I'm just the dork that went, what if you put Careless Whisper?
And it worked. Yeah, lots of credit to you guys, but Fabio, credit to you too, because at last mag, I'm pretty sure I heard you do Living on a Prayer on the tuba, like the bass part. So just like a year later, credit for that.
Are you kidding me? And we did not know each other before we got up here, so.
Me and Zufar did. So we met at the Funkadelic Studios up in New York City for the Saturday Open Funk Jam.
It was like a week or two ago.
Yeah, it was a week or two ago. I was already registered. I found out we both like Adam Neely, who's been here a lot this MAGFest. I let him know, and he decided the night before MAGFest to get his registration, get floor space in a hotel, and then book an Amtrak ticket to come down.
Nice.
So,
Two questions.
Sure.
So far, was all that worth it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
And
Are you kidding me? Asking stupid questions.
-1 point for that. and David came in to sign up by himself, and Steve came in by himself, and trombone guy Alex came in by himself.
We signed up together. Everybody else signed up.
Yeah, we all just popped in.
Yeah. So my question was, how did you add Fabio, and how did you decide to add these?
Originally, I was going to come in as electric bass, and then like on day 2, I was like, by the way, I have it too. And they're like, why haven't we talked about this before?
So it was sort of out of necessity, though,
Yeah.
because there isn't a lot of space or instruments that we can use in order to rehearse. You did not have an electric bass with you. You had a guitar, but we still did, it would have been hard.
Yeah, we actually practiced like a lot. Yeah, in the freaking down the hall.
You probably heard us a lot yesterday down the hall.
This morning was the first time that we had even drums. Well, you took time with us when we were rehearsing out in the hallway, but you really killed it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
It does what it can.
Thank you, everyone.
And Alex, nice job.
So we're in the process of talking over the judging, but we are officially mad at all the performers because none of you did a bad job, and you're making our jobs really hard.
Do you mind if I start lightning jams?
We already had to take a break.
Yeah.
We're gonna need more additional judge support out here.
Are they playing during the
Yeah, we're gonna, Chris, we're planning on doing during judging. Are you going to start opening?
Okay, so everybody listen up. Here's the plan for how this is going to work out. Our fantabulous judges need to go do some fantabulous tabulation. Right, see what I did there? They need to go figure out who won this thing. In the meantime, we're going to get started with our next thing that I just made up on the spot. We're going to start tearing this sucker down at 2 p.m. So we're doing what I call lightning jams. How many jams can we fit into the next hour? So they're going to be short, they're going to be sweet, and probably pretty terrible. Let's go. Who wants to get up there? We're going to do one jam while they're doing the scores, and then we'll announce the winners, just so y'all aren't sitting here in silence. It's be super awkward. So I'm going to pull up a track. We're going to play it. We're going to start in 120 seconds. So let's go.
So this is good. You guys are going to start tearing out.
Say again? I mean, you got to be up by 5 o'clock.
Get ready! Go ahead! Go ahead!
All right, lightning jams, go. Not electricity jams. We're going. It's lightning jams, not take however you long want your jams. All right.
2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Lightning jams, quantity over quality, go.
1, 2.
Wait. The tempo is da 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 da.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Lightning jams. We didn't say they'd be good, we said they'd be fast.
Yeah, correct.
They're ready to go? Yeah, it's all good game stuff right now. They said they're only doing stuff off the lead sheets over there. Which
Alright, we'll put the jam on hold for 1 sec to announce our winners for our Iron Jams. As soon as I mute everyone.
except for yourself.
Except for myself.
Jazzy Flesh. Terrible is
Somewhere else. Let's go, Michael.
Yeah, wait. So we got something special for you.
Oh my god.
God damn.
You screwed up the intro. Come on, do it.
Come on down.
All right. There you go.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Due to the
Good to see you.
extra amount of talent, we added a extra tier. So we would like to have our 4th place, first best of the group on the side of the lower side. Come up.
What Chris is trying to say is that we all had a fist fight in the hallway. And so we have 4 rankings, and of all the 4 rankings, there are prizes for all of you. Yeah.
That's what I said, right?
The 4th of the 1st and the 2nd. So in 4th place today, drum roll please. Final Fantasy IX is the best Final Fantasy.
You guys want to come on out? You guys want to come out and get the prizes?
Come on down!
Come on down.
So, do you guys know about endpoints? Endpoints can be spent. Endpoints are these really awesome printed circuit boards this year. These are spendable credits down. Oops, I lost one.
They're so nice you might not want to spend them.
Yeah, they're actually so nice that you don't want to spend them anymore. But you can spend these at the MAGFest marketplace downstairs. Any table will take them. So you better hurry up and get to it before.
You better hurry up and let them.
But they are redeemable next year as well. They don't accrue interest, but they're very cool to hang on to. So. Yes.
3rd place, we have the I missed the drum roll. I stuttered. I'm sorry. We did the drum roll. Yeah, can we do the pose? Okay, so for 3rd place, we have the Law, Lee, Lou, Lay, and Lo.
Are we out of? We actually run out of batteries?
Well, no more prizes, thank you.
That's okay, I'm loud. I got my teacher voice. In 2nd place, we have
Okay, before we announce the next one, the victor, it's 1st place, right?
Yeah.
The victim?
The victor?
The victor.
The victim!
Hold up.
Or you announce whoever it could be.
You can probably do it. We don't have all day.
Okay, great. So we have 1 team left taking the 1st place prize home. Don't know what it is, but come up and get it. Spikes. I almost said right over here.
Oh, we use your signal.
I'm pretty sure all of the performances were streamed live on Twitch, which means that the recordings will be saved for 2 weeks. Yeah, if you don't download within 2 weeks, then they will be lost to the ether. Twitch.tv/GuitarGirlTS9, and then you should be able to download that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. So this performance was also recorded separately. Great.
And we posted to the MAGFest. And we posted to MAGFest YouTube, youtube.com/MAGFest.
Can we get a round for all our participants?